Why, I'm way too high up there. There we go. Why, hello, and welcome to another night of Arcade Spirits, wherein Ariana works at a an arcade and dates folks around it. So far, she has not committed to any dating. There was an option to kiss shit, I want to say her name's Ashley. Shit, what is her name? I'm bad at this. Okay, let's see. Naomi's the software nerd. I think it's Ashley. Ashley sounds right. Anyway, but there was an option to kiss her, and I chickened out. I was like, oh, because I didn't want to commit to it because I felt like I was already committing to Queen Bee. I'll play them all, but at the same time, I'm like, no, I'm committing to Queen Bee this playthrough. Anyway, you're a Naomi stan. That's reasonable. She's terrific. Okay. I know we started the event, and that's all I remember. I don't remember if anything actually happened in it. I know that there wasn't like a great response to the mystery game being unveiled, except one little girl who went up and started playing, and it broke my heart. It melted my heart. I died. It was too good. Anyway, so yeah, let's just jump right the fuck in. As for me, I work my way through the crowd back to the desk. One last thing to do, check in with our VIPs before they dive headfirst into the storm. Teo's managing the stage to encourage folks to get silly on the dance floor. Percy's preparing for his Moopy run. Queen Bee's ready to face her first opponents. I have spent 0 time with Percy. I just need this to be completely clear. 0 time with Percy. I know I can rely on the staff, but in a lot of ways, the gamers are our star talent for the day. It's their event. I need to support them. For starters, I wave over Teo. Everything sorted for today's dancing, Teo? In Teo fashion, he winks and gives me a thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Ready to rock, but can't stop to chat. Running the stage is my focus for the next few hours, and it's going to take every ounce of social juice I can squeeze out. You need me? Check me out during the lunch break, okay? Phrasing and K. I didn't understand it. Still think that guy is based on Taka Uha from Island Living. I think this came out before that, but maybe I don't know. I don't know. Percy, world record time. You up for this? Absolutely, and I'm not doing his accent right now. I will when I do the story with him, I'll commit to his accent. I'm not doing it right now. I'm not committing to. Whoa. Okay, he definitely looks focused today. Not his usual softly smiling self. Naomi set up a little camera to record the whole thing. When I set the record, I'll submit it as a new high score to defeat. The culmination of years of effort, all coming to a head. Pressure's well and truly on, isn't it? I can always try another day, yes, but this isn't for me. I mean, it never was for me, but today, it's also for you. For the Funplex, you mean? For you. This event is more than a way to put Funplex on the map. It's like your own personal high score attempt. Chasing a dream, always grasping just out of reach. Maybe someone worked at EA and had insider knowledge. Maybe. Who knows? I'd hate to let you all down. Morale improvement system online. Aim encouragement cannons. Hey, if you bungle, there's always Donkey Kong. Win or lose, we'll all be proud of you today. Is there anything I can do to make this easier? I'll go with that one. Percy, I know how much this game means to you, but don't feel like you have to win this on my behalf, or even the Funplex's behalf. Volunteering for this high-pressure public profile run, That means a lot to me. You're already doing everything you can do for us all. And honestly, I'm proud of you. Quite right, quite right. Very well. For myself, for you, and for the Funplex, I shall give it my all. Percy offers a quick salute, then marches off to war with Mr. Moopy's magic maze, having a seat on his stool to begin the run. Next up, checking in with...
What the f?
Ari, what the fuck? Hey, ready for the tournament?
Nope, no way.
No, I am not ready in the slightest. Not for this. Not for him. Oh, who is this guy? No, now he looks like TJ. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me he doesn't look like a thin TJ. To which I was speaking to Risa. For anyone watching the VOD later or whatever, I was speaking to Risa. You guys don't need to know who that is. With a subtle head nod, she indicates a fairly nondescript fellow with a t-shirt and jeans, standard gamer gear. But there's an unusual design on the back of his jacket. Like some wide-eyed, fanged Oni? This is the local event, right? Funplex regulars, city scrubs, and a bunch of cosplay otaku from Max? That's... yes? I mean, yes, that's what this is. Then why the fuck is the demon here? The who?
Hey, listen.
Shut up, Iris. I hate... You are not Fi. Okay. Known on the Western Shores as the Demon, and in his home country of Japan as Kami, he's the top-rated Fist of Discomfort player in the world. As for your question, Miss B, I invited him. What?
Ooh.
You asked me to handle you asked me to handle invitations for the tournament, remember? As part of my helpful assistance in setting up Funplex Quest? Honestly, I was surprised he accepted my invitation. All the other top-rated pros turned it down flat. He even flew here from Japan on his own dime. Yen. Isn't that nice of him? Ari, did your magical phone fairy just put me dead in the crosshairs of the greatest player who ever lived? Maybe? Yes, we'll go with yes. Sorry. I am fucked. I'm so completely fucked. Queen Bee can't be losing morale now, and I can't have my friends so frantic over this. Plus, this is one of the main events, and when she's in top fighting form, she's an all-star entertainer. I've got to pump her up. Queen Bee, kick his ass. Yes. End of story. There's no other answer. That is it. As Queen Bee wrings her hand and chews her lip, I lock eyes with her. Queen Bee? Yeah? Destroy him. This is your shot at taking down the demon. Fate dropped this in your lap. Now you get to do what you do best. Fucking own it. She squeaks out a smile, but it's not her usual radiantly confident grin.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks, kid. I'll give it a shot. As she marches off to join the tournament, I'm getting a sinking feeling.
Did I make a mistake?
Oh, okay.
My calculations estimated that having a top player would bring in at least 150% more attendance.
No, you didn't make a mistake, Iris.
I was just trying to help this event be the best it could be.
This man did not apply for a tourist visa just to play at a small-time arcade, Iris. Yeah, nah. This is something else. You did fine, Iris. Don't worry about it, or you should have consulted with me first. I am not going to scold Iris. Not this time around, at least. She's been in my corner so far. Don't worry about it, Iris. I asked you to invite star players that had hyped the event to the moon, and that's what you did. And even if the demon beats Queen Bee, I'm gonna say it quietly so she doesn't hear, beats Queen Bee, well, the Funplex wins.
Even so, I feel kind of bad. But it's good that I feel bad, right?
Uh-oh.
That I'm not making a purely quantitative analysis of the situation.
Uh-oh. 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 I'm not comfortable with this. Humans are rarely purely quantitative.
Exactly.
That, oddly enough, cheers her up a bit. Because you're not seeing the red flags, Ari. You're not seeing the fucking red flags of the AI. God damn it. I swear to God, there has to be an ending of this game where Iris takes over the world. If there isn't, I'm going to be extremely put down. Like, or put off. I don't know what I meant. Let down, put off is what I kind of put them together anyway. Right, that's everybody squared away. For the next few hours, it's floor attendant Ari on duty, making sure Funplex Quest soars like at the eagle, rather than a turkey. By and large, the event runs itself, or rather, Teo, Ashley. It is Ashley! Fuck yeah! Gavin and Naomi keep it rolling. My job is to troubleshoot. And boy howdy, is there trouble to shoot. You gonna elaborate on that? There we go. Not 1 hour in and we've got problems. Even if they aren't major ones, I don't want even minor problems to mess up this event. Not even one glass of spilled milk. My stress level is so high that I might start bawling at the side bin. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Ariana. I mean, Ari. I'm Ariana. This is Ari Cader. Ariana, Ari Cader. Beep, beep, Ari. Can I be of assistance? I'd like to make things up to you after that invitation snafu. Currently, I'm detecting 3 problems for you to solve. Someone beating up a cabinet, a player loudly cursing at a game, and a crowd milling around the vending machines. As floor attendant and event manager, it is my duty to make things right. The crowd's already on edge from all high-stakes competition. Where do I start, though? Well, I can't have people punching the cabinets. I'm gonna start with that. Ugh. This gamer's busy smacking the side of Wild Rider cabinet. The fake plastic motorcycle handles on the front of the game rattle each time. No, 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 this can't be happening! Sir, you are not allowed to hit the games. Plus, if Naomi saw this, he'd be as good as excommunicated. Oh, you're that gal I got mad at when that fat dude wouldn't stop playing Moopy, right? Sorry. I've got anger issues. I'm trying to work on them. But would you just look at this? All the rotten luck. I got the top lap score, I did it. And now the game's frozen right after the crossing the finish line. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Wild Rider is one of our most problematic games, constantly freezing or going splat. Naomi fixes it at least once a week. It was made in the early 2000s with a janky low polys and low production values as a whole. Sorry for hitting the game. I guess that was pretty rude of me, but is there anything you can do to help me keep my scores? I've got a real shot at winning this one. This guy rubs me the wrong way, but he seems sincere in his apology. And he's a paying customer today, despite claiming he'd leave forever, so I should keep that ball rolling. Let's see. Maybe try unplugging it and plugging it back in. Let me check with Naomi, see if she can do anything. Okay, I'm not going to say the unplugging and plugging it back in again, because that doesn't save things. That just makes things, like, start up. So yes, that would make it go back to playing, but his score would not be saved. You know what? Iris? I know this is a long shot, but Iris, is there anything you can do here?
Oh, I know.
Ooh, a challenge. Don't worry, Ari. Iris is on the case. Meanwhile, please enjoy this recorded music. So, do we just stand around and wait, or...
Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. It took some doing, but I searched and found an exploit online for remotely hacking the scoreboard with Wild Rider. First, please reboot the game. With a shrug, I go through the unplug and replug routine. After it boots, of course, it's lost the score. Hacking through the game's built-in Wi-Fi now. The screen flickers and the player's time now appears at the top of the leaderboard. Whoa, amazing! Hey, seriously, I owe you. And your magic phone, I guess. Right? I'm on the next game to conquer. I'm going to send Naomi a fan-made firmware update, which closes the exploit. I doubt anybody would actually take the time to hack the Funplex's game, but better safe than sorry. Right, got it. Thanks, Iris. You've been great help. Hooray! What should we tackle next? I'm gonna go with the sharks circling the snack machines. Button mashing is thirsty work, and right away from the red lights on the soda machine, I know exactly what's wrong. The waters of life, the dew that flows from the mountains, have dried up. What gives? It's completely empty! Shouldn't they have stocked up for the bit before Big Event? We did stock up. They just drank it all faster than expected. And there's no more in the back to replace it. Oh, I need caffeine! More caffeine! Manic rando. Think you've had enough there, buddy. They sell us all those salty snacks from one machine, then empty our wallets into the other. It's all part of the grand master plan. Pretty sure nothing we do here is organized enough to be considered a grand master plan. Although, maybe I should run this by Gavin. Maybe he might have a way to turn this conspiracy theory into reality. We want soda! We want soda! Ashley's doing her best to intervene, but a giant flamingo isn't really distracting enough to keep a bunch of thirsty gamers at bay. How are we gonna fix this? Raid the whole story for more drinks, see if Ashley has any ideas. I'm gonna confer with Ashley. Ashley, got a minute?
Oh, wow!
Whoa, some crowd, huh? Some crowd, huh? Even it's a bit much. Yeah, about that. We're out of soda in the back. I mean, we've got club soda. I could use it to get stains out of the carpet, but any ideas how to deal with this? Funny, I was just thinking about how I could really go for a nice refreshing soda, but that's not happening right in the middle of this terrible drink shortage. Fortunately for you, I've got a few cases back home. I have a bit of a sweet tooth, and so do my friends. I call it our secret stash. Wow, seriously? Hey, all those late nights designing and sewing costumes don't come easy. Sometimes you just need an energy boost at 3 a.m. I text them to get it, but my hands are tied. Well, not so much tied as covered in fuzzy flamingo felt, but you get what I'm throwing down. Say no more. I can handle coordination. Just give me their names and I can figure it out from there. Iris and Ashley quickly work out the details. They're a very good team, these two. If you'll remember, they worked together to hack the Jumbotron at MaxCon. Soon enough, we've got a herd of cosplayers on their way with replacement beverages 10 minutes out. On hearing the announcement that we'd be back in stock shortly, the crowd makes their approvals known. You're a lifesaver, you two. Aw, shucks. No problem. You keep doing what you do best.
Bye-bye!
I'm gonna go back to keeping the kitties happy, and don't forget to save me a soda. Or 3. Drinks are on the way, so we can mark this case closed. Where to next? Wait a second. As I loop back to the center of the room, I can't help but notice 2 things. Percy's looking oddly irate, and Queen Bee is missing. My instinct says I should tend to our VIPs first and foremost. I don't think I can cover both of them in time, but I could help out at least one of them, even if it leaves the last of those crowd problems twisting in the wind. I don't know. This is a triage. Where should I focus? Okay. Imagine your coworker being partners in crime with your Siri. Yeah, that's a bit of a... He is not seeing the red flags around Iris. I swear to God. This is a Queen Bee playthrough, so yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I just feel bad because Percy was all sweet at the beginning of this event, and I have taken 0 time to get to know him. We're approaching lunchtime, so maybe she's off getting food? But I'm not so sure. The Queen Bee I know will be watching the tournament pools and studying her opponents. Heck, I've seen her pack protein bars for a quick lunch rather than walk away from FOD. I decided to check in with Gavin, who has an eagle's eye view of the entire event from his perch at the prize desk. I almost said prize nest. Hey, Gavin, I was wondering where... She's in the employee break room. Where Queen Bee is. Okay, I'm honestly kind of surprised you let her in there. It's crowded in here, and one less anxiety-riddled gamer in the mix is probably healthy for the event as a whole. If you'll excuse me, I've got scores to tally. Best of luck. Okay, I guess that answers that. Weaving through the crowd, I make my way to the employees. I love it. Employees only door. I scratched out the apostrophe last week. Maybe. Sure enough, Queen Bee's here, thumbing through her social media feeds. Hey, QB. Oh, hey, kid. So, sup?
Oh, not much, really.
Okay.
Just wondering what I'm gonna do after L7 boots me from the team.
What?
I lose all my subscribers, and I'm lying downtrodden in the esports gutter begging for tokens.
What the fuck, B?
So, not much, really.
Okay, I get that you feel the need to hustle 24/7 and that the pressure's on. You're constantly being evaluated and judged, put under a magnifying glass. Is this meant to be comforting? My point is, I didn't forget what you told me before. But isn't this different? You're up against the best player in the world. Who would expect you to win that fight? One loss, that loss in particular, can't ruin you. Queen Bee sighs, locking her phone for now and tucking it away, her face still wrought with trepidation. Look, kid.
It's complicated.
There's things about L7 that I don't talk about. Some really fucked up things. It's not just the pressure to perform. It's not just the pressure to perform. It's the pressure to perform perfectly at every second of my career. It's expectations beyond the norm, beyond what anyone else on my team has to deal with. Simply put, I'm a woman in esports. This is what changes everything. That is what changes everything. Damn it. Sorry to hear that. Is someone giving you trouble? What? Are they making sexist jokes about fixing sandwiches? See, but I know Ari's not going to say it with the same undercurrent I would, which is, do I need to fucking kill somebody for you? Oh, Queen Bee, I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, if someone on your team is making your life miserable... What? No more misery than what I have to deal with on the daily from the persistent internet trolls. The fuck? The shit I get from my team, there we go. I didn't realize she was actually, those were the swear. The shit I get from my team is way more subtle than that, but it stings way more than the normal barb.
Do you know why L7 signed me in the first place?
Diversity hire?
I'm their mascot. The only lady on a male-dominated team. I was just so excited to be getting a pro contract in the first place that I didn't look any deeper.
Find another team, B!
You know, I really should have looked deeper. If I did, I would have noticed their history. Women gamers hired and fired over the years, always let go for performance issues. Performance issues, my ass.
Mm-hmm.
They have a rotating slot for the obligatory eye candy hire, and everyone knows it. And now I'm starting to hear rumblings about my performance. It's like I'm getting too old for them, and it's time to trade in for a younger, hotter esports star.
I'm gonna kill them.
And it's not like any of this is in writing. Oh no. They never say why it happens. It's to avoid the legal system, obviously. They blame the gamer every time. Poor performance. But it's as plain as the nose on your face.
Instinctively, I go cross-eyed trying to look at my own nose. Well, maybe not my nose. Mine's a work of sublime beauty, crafted by the gods themselves. You know, this kind of shit happens all the time in esports. Montages and interviews are always focused on me being a woman and not on my skills as a gamer. I mean, it's not just in esports. It's soaked into the entire fucking gaming culture. Women, LGBT+, there we go, POCs, minorities, people with disabilities. Basically, anyone who's not the industry's marketing target has to work hard to get to where they want to be and get treated like shit along the way. I I fought tooth and nail to get where I am now, and to have it threatened because I don't uphold their sexist standard anymore is, frankly put, bullshit. So it's there, and it's real, but tough to prove any real allegations. Closest thing I've got to hard evidence is my win-loss rating. It's steady and solid, no performance problems at all.
Nope, no way.
I don't lose. They can't drop the axe just yet. Not until I make a mistake. And, well, taking on the demon. Oh my god! Did they hire the demon? Hold the phone! I swear to God. Taking on the demon and getting destroyed in front of a live-streamed audience at a small event, an event I should be winning hands down. That's all they need to justify abandoning ship. Honestly, I'd have abandoned ship on this team ages ago if not for the fact that I rely on my team's salary to live. I've even had to put up with those L7-sponsored events at Deco's Palace. What a filthy pit of ego and aggression that place is. But without this contract, I'd need, a real job, like an ordinary pleb. Fuck that. I'm a gamer, and this is my fucking dream. So, I suck it up and endure all the little microaggressions. No way around it now. If I want to keep being a pro, I have to beat the demon. But how do you kill that which has no weaknesses? Come on, everybody has a weakness. What's his?
Maybe.
Well, maybe if he has a heart attack or spontaneously combusts, being on fire is totally a weakness. Maybe walk me through it. In Fist of Discomfort, how do you counterplay your opponent? I'm utter crap at that genre. Maybe explaining it to a noob will help. She pauses, trying to figure out how to word it on a level that even a neophyte can handle. Let's see. Okay, so there's 3 playstyles in FOD: aggro, mid-range, and control. But simply, aggro is quick beatdowns, mid-range is balance, and control is long-term planning. In this case, I play aggro, and from what I know about the demon, he's an absolutely perfect control player. He uses elaborate items combinations to stall the game, then seals your doom. And I'm gonna hazard that control beats aggro. Most of the time, yeah. It sacrifices early game power for early game stall, meaning I burn out while he's just getting warmed up.
It's complicated.
If I wanted to counterplay him, I'd have to play mid-range, but I haven't practiced those characters that play style. He'd outskill me easily. No choice, I guess. I'll have to get out of my comfort zone and face the demon as mid-range. I'll figure something out along the way. I'm going to slay the demon. I'm going to do this. I will. Agreed. It's time to go exorcist on his ass, and if not, hey, you can join Team Funplex. Then I think it's time to load up on holy water and crossbows and purge this entity from our sacred Funplex. Now we're talking. Let's put L7 aside for the moment, because even if I win this battle, I'm leaving them in my wake. But here and now, it's time to focus on the fight.
Hey, thanks.
Hey kid, thanks. This helped. I mean, I'm still very likely doomed, but I feel better about my doom as a whole. You'll be there for the finals later on today. I nod an affirmative. Although Percy should be wrapping his high score run about the same time, meaning, Hey, it's cool. I get it. You've got a lot going on. No pressure. Now, you've got an event to manage, and I've got a fight to prep for. Let's both do what we do best. You got it, Queen Bee. She pulls out her phone to do a little research as I depart. Half of Funplex quest in the can, half to go. I've been running myself ragged trying to catch every little problem, and there's still plenty left to do, but no sense of not practicing self-care too. It's time for to get my lunch on. And while a nice, quiet moment to myself would probably help, what would help more would be a smidge of social interaction beyond crisis management. Percy and Queen Bee are obviously tied up their own affairs, but everybody else should be open. Who could I lean on in my time of need? Naomi's still in her workshop, maybe she'd like company. Gavin could probably use a break from score wrangling. Ashley just ducked into the employees only room. Teo's lurking around Showtime stage, could be a good moment. Huh. Okay. I mean, I feel like recently I've been making Ashley the secondary in this one. So I guess I'm gonna commit to Ashley. Sort of. I assume Ashley's hiding herself away for a quick break, and I can't blame her. She's been working just as hard as everyone else has. When all this is over, I'm going to need a coma of sleep and a hot bath. But while I dream of better things, let me check in with Ashley to see if I can lower her burden.
Oh, hi!
Oh, hey, you want to get some lunch? You read my mind. I am psychic, you know. Whole story then? Let's do the whole story. My companion fetches a table in the crowded cafe while I memorize our order and carry it forth to yon service counter. I love these guys. Make my way to the front of the line, trying to keep the lunch order neatly arranged in my brain, despite all of the chaos of today's event.
Well, look who's here.
I'm looking.
It's our favorite arcade wrangler.
Arcade minion? Arcade flunky? What's the right term?
Event manager, actually. You know those flyers for Funplex Quest I asked you to pass out? It's my baby.
Moving up in the world, I see.
A proud parent of a shiny arcade baby.
And yet, no invite for us to the baby shower.
Why, I feel snubbed.
But seriously, we couldn't be prouder of you. And to think, when you first walked in these doors, you were still trying to figure out your place in things.
Sorry, pour in my water real quick. I haven't had enough water today.
Ben and I know a thing or two about finding your dream and sacrificing to make it happen.
Long hours, hard work.
Hard hours and long work, too.
Struggling to make ends meet.
Having meetings to discuss how to end the struggles.
Can't imagine how difficult it must have been for you to get to where you are now.
It wasn't that difficult, honestly. I came up with the name, talked it up at max, and that's it.
Oh, I'd be on the lookout for hidden costs on the back end then.
Speed bumps on the road of life to catch you unawares as you're soaring down the highway of success.
But if you wreck your $500,000 imported sports car of business triumph, we'll be there to drown your sorrows in coffee.
Hell yes.
And donuts.
And donuts.
Don't forget the donuts, an essential component. Next order, please.
I love them. Shaking my head, I wander back to our table with the lunch in tow. Still, I must look a bit nervous, in fact, Ashley picks up on as I return. Hey, Ari, is everything okay? The event's going pretty well so far. Why are you looking so freaked out? I don't know. I mean, a lot is riding on this, for the Funplex and for me. And with Gavin handing me the keys to the kingdom, I'm kind of worried about accidentally locking myself out. If that metaphor made any sense. Hey, I know those days go. I know how those days go. Even I feel lost and confused sometimes. There are days when it's especially rough. You seriously, little Miss Sunshine? Or you feel the same way, huh? Let her keep talking. How do I explain this?
I know it seems totally unlike me, but honestly,
Yes?
deep down I'm scared. I feel like I don't really know who I am. Every time I look at myself in the mirror, I don't know who this person is who is staring back at me. I mean, in my heart of hearts, I know I am Ashley Wolf, but that's all.
Her name
What
is
makes
Ashley
up
Wolf?
Ashley Wolf? Who am I? Who am I really? That's what I'm searching for.
Like, who is this girl I see? Exactly, that's all my brain was doing too. That took an unusually serious tone, compared to Ashley's usual chipper attitude. And I can't say I entirely get what she means about not knowing who she is. Well, no, I kind of get it, considering I don't know what I want from life. What you want and who you are often linked ideas, right? But Ashley looks so forlorn. I can't just sit by and say nothing. I won't let this silence drown her out. Is that why you cosplay? I wonder if Ashley uses cosplay as a way to help explain her world, to discover things she couldn't obtain without it. Cosplay helps you find what you're looking for, right? Ashley looks shocked and slightly embarrassed. Whoa, how do you guess? Are you psychic? You have to tell me if you're psychic. Those are psychic rules. That's what we said. That's what we said. No. It just makes sense, I guess. We all have our masks, do we not? Yeah, we do. When I reflect on my life, I really do love cosplay, and I love the rush it brings. I get to be whoever I want, whatever I want. I can be a starship captain, an elf, a giant pink flamingo mascot even. I don't have to worry about Ashley. I can focus on being someone else. I feel awkward in my own skin. When I'm in costume, I feel like I'm at my fullest potential. I feel comfortable. But I think cosplay has really helped me understand some things about myself that I couldn't see before I started doing this. I just want to be able to love the person I am when I find them. Knowing you, I think you'll do just fine there. If you can smile for the kitties through a pink flamingo mask, you can smile for yourself. I hope so. I really do. Ashley looks off again longingly for a second before snapping back to action. Attention, rather. Oh my! I just talked your ear right off. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Lunchtime's over, Ari. Right on time. Hey, thanks for listening, Ari. I mean it. Staring straight back at me. Sorry. The next few hours pass quickly. With renewed confidence, Percy's deep in his world record run and performing admirably. He's intensely focused on that score, inching ever closer, while Queen Bee effortlessly destroys locals on path to her inevitable showdown with the demon. Myself, I float through it all, taking care of little problems while keeping an eye on both of them. But as the event winds to a close, all eyes are on our two main events, and the very real possibility of our local heroes falling apart at the finish line. I mean, I obviously have to go to Queen Bee, but I feel really bad abandoning poor Percy. Technically, the arcade-wide score competition is still on, but the crowds are ignoring the games in favor of crowding around Fist of Discomfort and Moopy. Percy's been on a solid run since his earlier fumbles. Queen Bee's been effortlessly destroying all competitors as expected. But the demon has been matching her game for game, destroying all his opponents as well. As predicted, grand finals come down to Queen Bee versus the demon. And as for the magical world of Moopy, Percy's closing in on that world record with the tape rolling and ready to submit to Twin Galaxies. The pressure's on. I got Queen Bee through her worries, but that was just the prelude. This is the main event. But Percy's not looking great, hunched over his joystick. He might need me. I can't be there for them both as much as I want to. Who do I focus on? Oh, I gotta back my girl. I'm so sorry, Percy. I love you. I'll be there for you at some point. This is it, the grand finals of the Fist of Discomfort Funplex quest. I can sense that excitement in the crowd, and it's hard not to get swept up in the hype. My nerves are through the roof right now, and I'm not even the one playing. Using my event manager authority, I reached to the front of the crowd. Good God, Ariana. Where Rhapsody and FOD expert Iris invited, to handle the play-by-play announcing, introduces the competitors. On player one side, the rising star of L7 Gaming, local Funplex champion and internet sensation, Queen Bee. Few folks in the crowd, locals mostly, cheer Queen Bee on. I recognize most of them from her crew and a bunch of Funplex regulars. On the player 2 side, 5-time EVO champion in Fist of Discomfort, known as Kami in his home country of Japan. Here we all know him as the Demon. Uh-oh, the crowd's picked their favorite, clearly. Not to say that doesn't make sense. The Demon is known by casuals and hardcore alike, but I was hoping for a little less of a discrepancy between the two. Let's go over to Queen Bee. She's keeping it calm. She's keeping it cool. A true mask of the competitive gamer. After a quick handshake, it's off to their joysticks, quartering up and getting ready to battle. I need to put the chaps. Oh, it's right here. My fellow gamers, this is the grand finals here at Funplex Quest. Let's hear it for our competitors! As they shuffle through the character selection screen, the crowd waits in anticipation, eager to see who will be chosen. The announcer takes that momentum and brings it back twofold. Queen Bee is sticking with her pride and joy, the fast and deadly Tomokaze. From what I've learned, Tomokaze is a light and fast character suited for Queen Bee's aggro style. It's her favorite character. As for the Demon, who's been playing a staple heavyset controlling samurai all day, he selects a similar speedy attack ninja? What an amazing turn of events! The Demon completely strays from his normal character roster and chooses Silent Blade. This is completely unlike anything we've seen the Demon do today. What an exciting matchup, one you won't want to take your eyes away from. Wait, this doesn't make sense. Yes, it does, Ari. You're stupid. Queen Bee explained all of this to me. Yeah, exactly, mirror match. The Demon plays slow, control-heavy characters that drag the game down to their level for an eventual defeat. Now he's playing aggro? With characters locked in and map set. Let's not delay this match any further. Countdown is at 3, 2, 1, and begin! Right out of the gate, the Demon comes at Queen Bee with a ferocity I haven't seen since Queen Bee's usual matches where she charges head-on into her enemy. Right out the gate, the Demon attacks Queen Bee with his ferocity, the likes I have never seen. Like a cheetah, the Demon spares no time running straight towards his prey. The Demon has completely ignored the ninja creep waves. He's taking full-on minion damage, and he is not even phased. In fact, he's not even stopping to buy items. Our champion from Japan has only one thing in his sights, and that's Queen Bee. Okay, yeah, this is bad. He's playing aggro. He's playing faster aggro than Queen Bee, rushing her down before she can get her bearings. But it sounds like he's probably not accounting for all of the damage he's taking, right? I mean, it's not much of an edge with the Demon risking everything like that, but it's just enough to keep, just enough of one to keep her from finding her footing. Normally these matches go on a good 5 or 10 minutes, but he's already put Queen Bee down once, then mauled an allied sensei while she was respawning. I tried to make myself heard over the crowd. Kick his ass. Kick! No, it's no good. She can't hear me. Even if I was able to shout louder than the crowd, her attention is so focused she probably wouldn't register my voice. I can do nothing but helplessly watch as the Demon pulls her apart, and again and again. The onslaught! The Demon, leaving up to his namesake, is not showing an ounce of mercy for his competitor. But what's this? Queen Bee is switching things up. She's stopped this at the item store, completely ignoring the attacks on her sensei. What could she possibly be buying at a time like this? Fortunately, she seems to have developed a plan. From what she explained, the counter to aggro is control, so by changing her tactics, it might just allow her some time to catch up. And one of Queen Bee's senseis is down for the count, but that death has bought her enough time to grab as many control spells as she can. Queen Bee blasts the lane with Storm of Frost. Okay, I get it now. She's usually a weird hybrid style of trying to stall out the enemy with ice spells while making her own progress down the lane. Initially, it works like a charm. The enemy minions freeze solid and give her just enough breathing room to push ahead. But the demon responds with swift accuracy. He's pushing forward with his other lanes, ignoring her attempts to slow things down. As the demon flips between lanes, it's clear that while this would have won her the game if she'd started out that way, quickly enough, the final sensei on Queen Bee's side of the map falls. Here's your winner, the demon! The obligatory handshake happens as the crowd bursts into applause, thrilled to have such strange spectacle out of the world champion. Immediately, Queen Bee is forgotten as the players close in to cheer on the demon over and over. But he's gonna come over and he switched up his entire game style to play her. Obviously, he sees her as a fucking worthy opponent. Perhaps sensing it's her cue to depart before the cheap plastic trophy I got from the dollar store is awarded to her rival, Queen Bee slips away, and I decide to follow. I find her in the break room, collapsed in one of the folding chairs, face in her hands. Quietly, I take a seat next to her.
I don't know. After L7 Gaming dumps me, maybe I can live off my stream subs alone. If they don't abandon ship too, I mean. Maybe cut my living expenses a little. You know, move back into my parents' house, things like that. If worse comes to worse, maybe Naomi will carve out the insides of an unpopular game and I can sleep in there.
I recommend pizza bagels, breakfast of champions. If you're looking to chop your budget down to size, hey, may I point out that when pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. Hey, that's my line. Queen Bee laughs bitterly, but she's laughing at least. I better develop a taste for microwave food then. So you're sure your team's gonna drop you, huh? Well, gave it my best. Theory crafted with you, sorted my plan out, even changed it up on the fly when he surprised me.
Hey, thanks.
I can honestly say I did my best. And that's thanks to you. Helped me pull my shit together this morning, you know. Happy to help. This is my fault, isn't it? I'm the one who organized this event. I'm the one who pushed everybody past their limits, all in the name of making my dream a reality. I've been working hard to make what should have been just another temporary job in a long string of temporary jobs into something more, something I can believe in. But I didn't stop to think of what it would cost me and everyone around me.
Whoa.
Wash that filthy mouth out with some soap, kid. Question is, now what? Where do I go from here? Well, thankfully, someone's knocking at the door, interrupting me before I need to provide career advice to someone whose career I just indirectly destroyed. Although, I'm expecting it to be Gavin or maybe Ashley to come cheer their friend up. The unexpected walks in the door. Is it the demon? The two of us sort of stare, confused, as the man addresses Queen Bee. Watashi wa Suga. Daijobu? What?
Hey, listen.
Oh, cool. Iris is gonna translate. I can translate. One moment while I load my Japanese to English speech recognition systems. Yes, it was Daijobu. You okay? I'm afraid my English is not very good, so... Oh, you have a translator. I'm glad. I guess I should have said that in Iris's voice. Iris repeats everything we say back and forth with a little patience. The conversation flows a bit easier after that. Oh damn, I really can't read hiragana. I wish to thank you for teaching me today.
What the?
For what? The fuck does that even mean? Are you mocking me? Iris probably softened that a little in the translation, but combined with Queen Bee's expression, the demon seems to get the real gist. Not at all. I wish to thank you for teaching me your unique fighting style. Both Queen Bee and I look very confused. I wouldn't look confused because I understand. God damn. I've been watching your stream for a year now, but watching it is not the same as facing you in combat. From that one battle alone, I have learned a great deal. If you will allow it, I would enjoy learning more. I clearly have a great deal of work to do to master your style, as you saw today. Didn't we just see him pull you apart limb by limb? Ari, not helping! Queen Bee's expression softens and she playfully punches me in the shoulder. Way to rub it in, kid. That's not even what happened. I honestly thought you were watching the match. I was, but I'm still confused. He played sloppy as fuck. The reason I lost was due to surprise. He took more risks out there than I did, relying on the fastest, hardest aggro style imaginable to win before I could react. Even in aggro, you don't come blitzing out the gate without buying a single item, not unless you're willing to bet it all on that strategy. I was overly eager to show you what I have learned. I won, yes, but I cannot be results-oriented in my thinking. I believe we could learn much from you, Queen Bee-san. We?
Come again?
Okay. Who's we, exactly? Myself, the Kami of Japan. Onslaught-san, the Kami of NorCal scene. Fausta-san, the Kami of Germany. We are assembling a team, winds that blow from all directions at once, carrying with them wisdom from across the arcade world. A diverse team, 4 players, by players. Oh! Yes! We require an aggro-style champion, a Kami of the East Coast scene in America. We would be deeply honored if Queen Bee-san joined us. As he offers a deep bow, neither of us know quite how to react to that. Queen Bee speaks up first.
Hold on. You're offering me a job? That's why you came here?
Gamer Union! Hi. I've been scouting for talent to complete our team, but have yet to meet anyone quite like you. You are intense, wild, daring, and exactly what we need. But I could not know for certain until I attempted to surpass you in direct combat. I attempted, and I failed. Winning the match is irrelevant. My play was insufficient. However, if you wish to remain loyal to L7 Gaming, I will understand.
Them right in the ear. I mean, let me look into my contract situation and square things away first. But, you know, I'm interested. Yeah, interested.
I almost barely saw the hint of the possibility of a glimpse of a smile on the demon just now. And that's gone. Thank you. Please, take all the time you require. Fate willing, we will welcome you as one of our 4 heavenly kings. We will have will at last have found our queen. With that, he offers one more bow, then promptly turns to exit. Oh, that was so good!
Whoa.
Holy shit. Kid, do you know what this means? You're about to be elevated to arcade godhood? You're going to ascend the holy mountain of Asgard to join your fellow Kami in Olympus, home of the spirits above. All right, you are mixing so much, Ari, but I like the spirit of it. I'm pretty sure you're mixing up your pantheons there, kid. But yeah, this is big. I mean, this is super big for me. Instead of bowing and scraping and begging L7 to let me sit at their table, I get my own fucking table. I want to be carried into Evo by oiled fanboys raising me high on a plush couch, feeding me grapes and fanning me with palm leaves. I'm actually reasonably sure Iris could arrange that if I asked her to. Sure thing, I'll get right on it. I'm kidding, I was kidding, Iris. Yeah, I'm kidding too. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've got a lot to learn before I really know if I can hang with them. But now, I've got a future, and it's bright. I'll admit to some relief on hearing I didn't just sink Queen Bee's battleship. But the fact remains, we got lucky. If the demon hadn't been in a generous mood— No! Fuck you! The demon came here for that. That's the reason he came, okay? As Dr. Ray Ray said in the chat before, he did not get a fucking visa to come here for a little arcade game to fucking, like, show up some person. Like, no. He came here to scout her out. He came here to get her. He isn't feeling generous. Sorry. Her career would have been in shambles thanks to me. The demon said it himself. Don't fall for results-oriented thinking. Maybe her future is bright, but it almost wasn't thanks to me. Man, who knew being an adult with many important responsibilities instead of transient floating through life would be this nasty? Kid, you okay in there? Yeah, I'm fine. Everything is fine. Shaking the moment off, I do my best to celebrate her achievement. I'm glad I could help you out this morning. I'm glad things worked out, even if I guess both you and the demon feel you lost that fight in your own way. Esports, huh? Wild stuff.
Hey, thanks.
But hey, I've been meaning to tell you. Thanks. You've been with me through all of this, even when you probably had better things to do. Don't think I haven't noticed. Well, Risa says commit, but of course she says commit. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm drawn to you, Queen Bee, and your adventurous, carefree attitude. I just hope you'll entertain the thought of including me in on that wild ride.
Oh, well. This is an interesting development.
Is it a development? I feel like Ari's been kind of simping for you, so...
I was wondering when you'd find the guts to flirt with me properly. It only took you a few months. I'm glad to see my patience hath been rewarded.
But we really need to work on that delivery. It was cute, but wild ride? Honestly, I think you would have done better just looking up cheesy pickup lines on the internet. Queen Bee smiles and laughs happily. This is the first time I've seen her genuinely relax and be at ease with herself all day. Warms my heart, and I smile along with her. We can talk more about the complexity of emotions and proper conduct, but for now, let's just enjoy this quiet moment between us. It's been a hell of a day, and I could just use a hug from someone I care about. Oh. She looks toward me and gently closes her eyes. I can tell how pooped she is. I open my arms, and with the utmost grace, Queen Bee crashes into my embrace. For a long moment, it's just the two of us enjoying the silence and each other. All right. I should rejoin the party. I should go rejoin the party. They do need her royalty to grace them with their presence. Will you escort me, Ari? I stand up and offer my arm to her. You got it, my queen.
Oh, don't tempt a lady like that. I like the way it rolls off your tongue. I could really get used to that.
She takes my arm in hers and we turn to go back to the arcade floor.
Real quick, before we return, thank you. Seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
We stroll to the door, Queen Bee's and my confidence restored, and return to the Funplex Quest crowds. As we re-enter the arcade, I instinctively size up the crowd looking for trouble, but there isn't any. Good. Don't think I could deal with another crisis. Wait a minute. Where's Pear? Percy? I don't know. He's gone. Nobody's playing Moopy. In fact, it's already drained out the extra lives and gone back to the attract mode screen with a score just short of the world record. Ah, fuck! You think he cracked under the pressure? Hospital? It would be really bad. He started clutching his chest and he fell over the stool. We think he was a heart attack. I called 911 right away. The ambulance just left. Wait, did he fake it? Risa says. Okay, I really hope he did. I'm crying. Why am I crying? I barely know this character. Oh, no. I need to go. Fuck, I ride the bus. I can't drive to the hospital. Queen Bee provides. We'll take my car. Gavin, can you and the others finish up here? I have to. This is my fault. I pushed him too hard. Go. We'll take care of the Funplex quest. Quickly, we pile into Queen Bee's rusty yellow hatchback and speed off to the local hospital. He'd better have faked it, I swear to God. The hour was growing late, but we managed to find his room just before visiting hours are over, and inside, lying in a hospital bed. Oh, hello there. Wasn't expecting visitors. How do you do? Is the evening going well? How do you do? Seriously? How do you do, Percy? Exactly. What's going on? Are you okay? Oh, gosh, it's nothing. Just a heart tremor. Wasn't even a full arrest or anything. They're keeping me overnight for observation. I'll be back to Funplex before you know it. Still, I still have a high score to defeat after all. Are you fucking kidding me? Pear, come on. You're hooked to an ECG. I can see your heartbeats. It's not nothing. Just a little issue, that's all. Medical mishap which runs in my family. Oh! Wasn't expecting it to accelerate this quickly, but that's life, isn't it? So, it wasn't stress-related? Well, probably didn't help, but can't say I was feeling sharp as usual this morning. My fault, really. All my fault. How serious is this condition? And be honest with us, Percy, no holding back to keep us from worrying, because we're going to worry whether you like it or not. Yeah, what the kids said.
Well.
Well, they've said 2 years left to live. But science isn't an exact science, I suppose. The hospital PA system chimes, grabbing my attention. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. Visiting hours are now over. Visiting hours are now over. Suppose it's time for you to head on home. And don't you worry about me. I'll be out of here in the morning. Probably take a break from Moopy for a time, but I'll pop by the Funplex all the same. Only if you're sure, Percy. You know me, love. I'm an optimization expert. And my way of keeping calm through the silliness is to optimize the happiness I can find in the time remaining to me. And that means the Funplex. The Funplex. Yeah, they don't make announcements like that, thankfully. Queen Bee offers me a ride back to the Funplex in her car. Still got an event to wrap up and then a bus to catch back to my apartment. Neither of us really feel like talking on the way there. What the fuck? No wonder he's so willing to just, like, drop cash on his favorite game. That's what he's got. Fuck. Ow. I'm back. Not that there's much to come back to. All the plastic trophies I'd picked out for the high score contests are gone, along with their winners. Looks like everybody's closing up shop. Ashley tidying up a bit, Naomi literally having fallen asleep at the prize desk, and Francine up way past her bedtime, squinting at a computer printout.
Hello, dearie.
Ah, there you are, Ari. Gavin ran the numbers while you were out. Despite the discount on tokens, we made a tidy profit today, far above and beyond what the Funplex normally draws. From what Ashley tells me, the mood was quite jovial near the end, with many nice folks saying they planned to return. And even if the local champ didn't win a fist of discomfort, they got to see the demon in action. In action. That's a feather in our cap. I'd hoped you'd be pleased with the news. This is what you wanted, yes? To put the Funplex on the map? Business is going to be peachy now, especially with more lovely parties like this one. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I am happy about it. Just exhausted? Emotionally, mentally, and physically.
Well, for what it's worth, we're all rather exhausted, dearie. But we've got no regrets. I'd like to think I know a thing or two about dreams. Dreams and how difficult they can be to make a reality. Your dream of a thriving Funplex is going to take hard work from each and every one of us. But we're ready, willing, and able. But true, Queen Bee didn't win, and true, Percy was, hospitalized, but poor dear. But we did it! Your friends saw it through, and they do it all over again, without a doubt.
I nod, a bit numb to it all. I'm sure I'll feel like $1,000,000 tomorrow when Percy strolls back in and smiles, and Queen Bee's sporting her fancy new team jacket. When the daytime crowds are thick with newcomers, happy to be playing the games they love, when I really get to see the effects of what we accomplished. But for now, I really just want to go to bed. You need anything else from me tonight?
We're all wrapped up like a bow. I'm on my way home for a good night's sleep myself. Go home, Ari. We'll see you tomorrow.
I turn the keys in the lock, slumping into the apartment.
Hi! Ari, hi! So, how'd it go? Was the Funplex quest every bit as awesome as the awesome poster I designed for it?
Players went home happy and business is booming.
Hooray! Why don't you look happy?
It's been a long day.
Well, okay. Honestly, Ari, you're an inspiration to me. You had the guts to chase your dreams. It's tough work, but I knew that Iris could find you something you'd love. I've been wondering if I should follow in your footsteps.
You want to become an arcade czar?
No, silly. I just mean, try to find something to do with my life other than make coffee for executives and file their paperwork.
I got it.
Like that poster. I could try to be a graphic designer, maybe. I've always loved doing stuff like that. What do you think?
Except that following your dream can run you ragged, and like it did for me today. It could nearly torpedo your future. It could even kill you. Is it worth it? Is it really worth all the trouble? Follow your dreams, Juniper. Be independent. Francine's right. I chose this path. I chose to make my life difficult in order to make my life into something. Juniper's helped me out along the way, and I should help her in turn. I'm not gonna lie. It wouldn't be easy, not by a long shot. But, yeah. I think you should chase your dreams. Become an artist on your own terms.
Thank you. I knew I had the right idea. Thanks, Ari. You need to go to bed and sleep. Tomorrow I'll make you pancakes, a reward for my hard-working arcade czar. He used to have pancakes every morning during those summer trips, right? Your mom made them?
That was ages ago, Juniper, when my folks could afford trips to the shore. And Juniper gets a wry smile.
I think I know exactly how we can celebrate your newfound success. How about
a beach vacation? Are we doing a beach episode? Is that next? You've cleared level 4 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now, let's see your score. You're on Queen Bee's good side, beats being on her bad side. You're proving to be gentle, sweet, and compassionate. You've scored 14,050 points. Woo! Today's pizza fact is, the world's largest pizza covered 10,000 square feet and measured 140 feet across. It weighed in at 44,457 pounds. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 5? Yes. Oh, I guess that was return. Oh, wait for the ad break to finish. I love it. I love that music. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun under the boardwalk. We'll be falling in love. I don't know the actual order of the lyrics in that song, but... Beach-isode, exactly. It is the future year 20... And romance is in the air. Or at least romance will be in the air if Iris has anything to say about it. Also, I'm not actually in that glorious 20 neon metropolis today. I'm about 134.7 miles south of it. North-south, whatever. That's much better.
Ah, just smell the sea salt. The the saltwater taffy, the baking hot sands. Just like I remember.
You've never been to Flotsam Beach before, Juniper.
Well, just like I remember you remembering it was then.
Definitely.
This is definitely one of my better ideas. Top 10, maybe even top 5 ideas. What a fantastic way to celebrate your success at the Funplex. As a reward for your hard work, we return to the beach where you first played Wyvern Keep, where your family spent their summer vacations. Oh, how sentimental. My heart. I can't.
I feel the need to say something pithy and dismissive in the face of her unrelenting cheer, but to be honest, I'm definitely smiling. This place holds many dear memories for me. Before my parents lost their jobs and we began the downward spiral of the bad family luck, we loved coming to Flotsam Beach. And coming back here, for sure, is a treat.
Yes. This place is great. Sand and sea and that boardwalk.
Yoshi's Pizza, Stinky's Fry Dogs. What the fuck is that supposed to say? Climax? Does it say climax? In like weird backwards K, L-I, weird looking M-A, and then the last letter is like weird, but it's definitely an, I think that says climax.
All those little shops and the best fried food the East Coast can provide, and arcades aplenty, and seashells, and airbrushed t-shirts, and plastic sunglasses, and I want to see it all. I want to do it all.
Is it not boardwalk backwards? No. I don't think so. Maybe. I cannot tell for the life of me. We'll find out. It'll tell us. I think you're more excited about this than I am, Juniper.
You're excited too? Don't deny it, Ari. Later. Okay, I'm gonna go get changed into my swimsuit before the others get here. Be right back.
Okay, so is everybody coming? I would love that. Beach episode, come on. That was the second part of Juniper's plan. See, that this wasn't just a treat for me, but for everybody associated with the Funplex. We'd have to drive down here in groups to pay for our own hostel rooms is what I was gonna say. For our own hotel rooms and keep the costs down. But soon enough, a Saturday outing for all staff and VIPs had become a reality. It was real sweet of her to include everyone in on the trip. We worked hard to make Funplex Quest a success. I certainly couldn't have done it without help from my friends. Within the next hour, there'd be 9 of us bouncing around in swimsuits, making sandcastles and buying cheap souvenirs and playing seaside arcade games. And hopefully not accidentally drowning in the riptides as my inner lifeguard felt the need to warn. One day of fun in the sun for everyone. And as for this evening...
Beep, beep. Beep, beep, Ari.
Well, Iris had other plans for me.
Well, have you decided yet? Have you?
Where I'm gonna go for a date?
Time's running out, you know.
With a sigh, I pull out my phone, summoning my digital djinn. Ooh, I don't care for that. And why is time running out exactly?
I've run the numbers and calculated a 99.97% chance of romantic success if you take your special someone on a moonlit seaside stroll. It's the perfect confluence of all projected event vectors that will lead you to love and happiness. Romance is in the air. Can't you feel it?
Right now, all I feel is slightly overheated. I need to go change.
Yes. Yes. Good. Put on your sexy swimwear. It'll improve my projections.
She's been going on and on about this ever since finding out about the beach trip. Iris, why the sudden obsession with finding me a special someone anyway? I've turned my life around, found a job, I found a dream even, to make something of the Funplex, to let it grow and shine. You've done well helping me with that. This is the happiest I've been in years, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gosh, thanks, Ari. So why mess it up trying to date one of my coworkers or one of our regulars? Remember the day I joined the Funplex? I told you I wanted to stay focused and play it cool. Avoid even thinking of my coworkers like that. Feels like a recipe for disaster. Disaster or delight?
Ari, you've spent weeks getting to know these people. You've even taken a few of them out to lunch. Maybe you didn't think of it as a date, but
Maybe they felt differently?
exactly.
What if I just make things awkward for everyone? What if I can't decide who to approach? What if I'm just not ready to start dating again? I'm just gonna say that. I'm already super close to all these people. Closer than I thought I'd be when I first took the job. Do I really want to rock the boat by flirting with a friend like that?
The warmest hearts can be found the first in friendship, I say. You already know these people. You care for them, Ari. Don't deny it. And I'm thinking they care for you too. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. We're all adults. We can deal with that.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, Ari. This is your moment. But you don't have to decide right now. In fact, you shouldn't. Take the day with all your friends to really think about it.
I think we're well past all of this. We already made a move. Yeah, it wasn't exactly kissing Ashley like we were prompted to do at Max, but I think B has already gone, oh, no, this is mine. No. Mine. She's like, okay, cool. I cinched that leash onto her. She's sticking nearby.
After dinner, I'll have finished my number crunching, and we'll have your final relationship scores. That'll help guide your decision. Let's take a look. Behold, weeks of emotional data fully analyzed.
It looks like B wins, and B wins.
I bet you make an excellent player too for Queen Bee. She'd be happy to beat you up too, in Fist of Discomfort. Unless you're both into that, I mean.
So, that's it? It's decided?
No. The points are just a guide. And it's not like I'm gonna force you to woo someone just because they're your top match.
The poor boys are all down here. I don't know why his is up higher than any of the other boys, because it's not like I did anything special with him. Does he just, like, naturally like you more? He's just a little wubby.
I still need to calculate how well your personality matches what they're looking for. That'll net you bonus points. Consider it food for thought, you know? And you've still got the rest of today to see who you're a good fit for. Maybe cram in some more time with them. Anyway, keep an open mind, yeah? By the way, according to GPS, your potential romances will be here in less than 2 minutes.
My friends and coworkers, Iris.
Have fun!
She's ignoring me. I hastily jam my phone back in my pocket before anyone can hear that. Dang it, Iris. I could have just chillaxed by the sea, maybe found that old arcade where I once played Wyvern Keep and had a pleasant time. But now I need to be sizing up romantic partners? No, you do not, Ari. Because she told you, you don't have to, but that she suggests it. A suggestion is just a suggestion. Although, maybe there is someone I've been getting close to. Someone I think I wouldn't mind being closer to, in fact. And it has been a long time since I felt like I could even try having someone to share my life with. Maybe it's time to look for love again. But for now, I decided to focus on the day ahead. Fun in the sun. Good, clean, fun in the sun. Everybody shows up in their sexy swimsuits. Very innocent and chaste, fun in the sun. Sure, I could do that. Right? Oh! Oh my god! You two are too much. I can't with this right now. Hello, Flotsam. Your queen has arrived. Morning, Ari. Is this a private game of beach blanket bingo, or can we join? Innocent. Chaste. Fun in the sun. Where can I set up my parasol? And how's the surf? Teo was thinking of doing some surfing. I rarely get a chance to surf these days. Looking forward to breaking out my old board and hitting the waves. I was going to play Beach Boys all the way down here from city to help with getting the moon, but Queen Bee vetoed it. Hey, if you want a free ride in my beloved Bee-mobile with your board strapped to my roof, you listen to my music, Mr. Dance Pants. Oh, hey, there's the perfect spot. Let's set up there.
Catch you later.
I better go help her. See you there. Oh my god. Good news. Risa's sweater is almost long enough. Woohoo! You didn't stop at crop. I suddenly feel a bit inadequate in terms of proper beach bod and attire. Ah! We're here.
Excellent.
Ah, good. Queen Bee brought an umbrella. I'm sorry. It's this little patch of hair here that looks like he burned his chest. It just looked like a little singe right there. Yeah, I don't really tan so much as burn to a crisp. Honestly, I'm mostly here for shopping and arcades. He also, oh my god, he does have a happy trail. Yes, okay. I'm curious to see how these arcades are run as well. Maybe I could talk to a manager, get some tips for how to handle a very transient audience.
Ugh.
I want to play them, not study them. Sheesh, Gavin. We're not here to work.
I seriously, honestly, ship these two. They're too much. But has this man ever seen a glass of water in his life? Can't I do both? I'll go join the others for now, though. It's been a long drive. I'd love to stretch out a bit.
See ya. Ooh, me too. I'm so cramped from sitting in that van. Wait for me.
Stretching. Yes, stretching is good. Flex those muscles.
Ooh.
Oh, my cute babies. Oh.
All right, the beach. I haven't been to a beach in ages. Not since my sign spinning days promoting that funnel cake place. And I guess there was that one time I did a beach shoot, but that was like last summer. So yes, ages ago. Feels good to be back in the sun.
And she's got, oh my god, I love the freckles on her shoulders. Oh my god. And he looks exactly how I would imagine. Last beach I went to was back in England. Considerably more cold and overcast than this, afraid. And before you ask, because Ashley already asked again and again on the drive down, I'm not going to explode in direct sunlight. My condition is quite stable today.
Sorry, Percy, but you are part of the crew. That means we care about you. I promise, though, we won't treat you like you're made of glass. You're still good old Percy to us.
Much obliged.
Thanks, love. All the same, I think I'll grab a spot under that umbrella before all the good shade is taken.
As for me, last one in the water is a landlubber.
Water, yes. Getting wet and cooling down. Oh, I love them both so much. This is a lot of people who are going to be extremely aggressive with the sunscreen today. Yeah, they need to be. Yeah, fuck.
Hi.
Hello, dearie.
Hello, dearies. I'm afraid my bikini days are behind me, but I'm happy to be here all the same. I do so love to be out in the sun. Lovely beaches, lovely weather, lovely people. Good to see all three present and accounted for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I rented an extra parasol and some chairs for Miss Francine and I. And for you too, Ari. Plenty of room if we squeeze in.
My, oh my.
How cozy.
Well, okay then. This is a new context for me to be observing these people in. But fun in the sun, right? Above all else, this is gonna be a day of celebration and cheer over the success of the Funplex. With that firmly in my mind, I join everyone and we get this beach party started. Although it doesn't take long for the group to start splitting up. There's just too much to see, too much to do. I know from my vacations here as a kid that you can't really try everything in one day. But unlike me, they're noobs. As an adult, I don't like how many times I've had to say noobs this evening. I don't like it at all. And as an adult, I know how to budget my time to do the things I really want to do and hang out with the people I really want to hang out with. Despite my attempts at good, clean fun, Iris's words are still running through my head. By evening, I need to make a decision. Oh my god, don't put that pressure on yourself, Ari. I mean, I know that that's kind of the point of this game. It's a dating sim and everything, but it feels like she's putting way too much pressure on herself. I don't like it. That means if I'm seriously going to make a move, like she's suggested I do, I should spend my time wisely, leading up to that move. So, what's next? Naomi and Ashley are making sandcastles. Gavin and Queen Bee just found a volleyball. Oh my god, I don't think I can stand Gavin and Queen Bee in the same space. Teo and Percy are playing carny games. Juniper's talking with her Iris, it seems. Okay, I'm not gonna go do Teo and Percy. Fuck. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can definitely do this. So I'll be real, part of me just wants to go talk to Juniper, just because it's like, she's the one that's closest to being an outsider in this group, and she's the one who planned it all. So it's like, I feel that friend thing where you want to like, make sure that they feel included, because welcome to Ariana high school years. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I would never do this because they are both hot independently. They would be way too hot together. I would not feel comfortable around them. So, this is what Ari's going to do though. She's gonna be brave. Queen Bee and Gavin have taken up a friendly little sports competition here in the sand. Beach volleyball has always been a favorite pastime of beachcombers. It's fun, competitive, and what's not to love about watching athletic people show off their, skills? Granted, when my family got together to play, we just ended up hitting the volleyball around and never really kept track of the points. But it was always something that I enjoyed, even if I wasn't very good at it. Maybe Gavin and Queen Bee will let me join in the fun. If I'm lucky, I'll even get to bump, set, and spike it. As I jog close to them, Gavin is occupying the far half of the court. Closer to me is Queen Bee's side of the sand court. It's easy to see that both of them have expressions of sheer determination on their faces. Gavin is cool, calm, and collected, while Queen Bee is grinning ear to ear. Both are reveling in contests. Each is in it to win it. It'd take some sort of catastrophic event for one of them to back down like a tsunami. And even then, I bet they'd be bopping the volleyball back and forth while fighting against the wave. But this is a momentous 1v1 between two of my most competitive friends. It's unnecessary to explain Queen Bee's cutthroat nature, but Gavin, his ambition is just as fierce, even if it's less vocal. He'd do everything for the Funplex to succeed, and he's taken that same attitude to beach sports. Are you sure you're ready for this next serve?
Yeah.
You better believe it, pretty boy. I'm ready to spike this ball so hard, it'll cause a quake beneath your fucking feet.
Excellent.
If it's anything like your last attempt to score, I'll win this match in record time. That's enough talking. Fucking shut it and serve. Hi, Queen Eat this. I guess not. Maybe I'll just try Gavin. Hi, Gavin. Not today, Queen Bee. I'm not sure I'm going to get a word in until this whole ordeal is over. Oh, those boobs are not staying in that top. No, they are absolutely not, Dr. Ray Ray. You are quite correct. Their concentration is intense. Game faces are on, and they see nothing else but the competition before them. Might as well take this time to watch them play. Hopefully they'll notice me. Gavin gracefully executes an underhand serve with the volleyball, and it glides over the net mere millimeters above it. In all fairness, it was a perfect serve, but Queen Bee returns with a dig up high. With enough time, she easily squares up her pose and spikes it down toward Gavin's side of the court. Gavin doesn't have enough time to respond, and it falls hard into the sand. Queen Bee claps and stomps her foot into the ground in unison.
Victory!
Ace! Technically, that's not an ace. An ace would be a point scored off of a flawless serve. Queen Bee laughs and sticks out her tongue. Technically, it's putting me in the lead. It went on like this for quite some time, both of them volleying balls and serving quips. Meanwhile, I stood by and could do nothing but look on longingly. I just wanted to play. Not that I'm complaining much. Both Queen Bee and Gavin are the most athletic of the crew, save for Teo and... Well, let's just be honest. Well, let's just say sand isn't the only hot stuff around here, to be honest. Ha ha! So, watching them glisten as sweat drips down their bodies, yeah, that isn't really a problem for me. It's enticing, and the gameplay isn't that bad either. Even though I've been standing here for well over 10 minutes, neither has acknowledged my presence. This is until... Gavin hissed the ball straight in my direction. It soars all the way back to the corner of the... It soars all the way to the back corner of the court and lands right at my feet. Queen Bee turns around to see where the ball fell. Hey, Ari, that was out, right? Oh, now I get acknowledged.
I think not.
That was clearly on the line, Queen Bee. The point is mine. No, it wasn't. It was completely out of bounds. You might want to get that prescription on those glasses checked out if you can't even see that. Can't even see that, yeah. It fell right next to Ari, who will undoubtedly confirm this fact. You clearly had the best vantage on it. Tell us what you saw. Sure. I'm calling it now. This is for the win. Ball is in. Gavin gets fucking bragging rights for the rest of the day. But if it's out, then I win. So all I have to do is make the call? Uh-huh. Yes. Do I just be honest and say that I wasn't paying attention? Because obviously she wasn't, because she doesn't know. Be honest. The line itself is a thin rope cord held down by a simple tent peg. So I can see why it would be hard to tell if the ball fell around it. But I have no idea, it happened so fast. I wasn't expecting to be the line judge for this, so I wasn't watching it closely. Sorry, I don't think I can call it either way. So how about we call it a draw? Both Gavin and Queen Bee look at each other, each shrugging, frowning, humming, and having an entire non-verbal conversation. We've agreed. It's a draw. For now. We can settle this later. In the meantime, let's take a break. We each nod our heads in agreement as I quickly grab a couple of water bottles laying on the sidelines and toss it to them. They gladly chug down the waters and smile widely. Thank you for the water, Ari. Yeah, I worked up quite a sweat playing. This hits the fucking spot. Still, I really wanted to play some beach volleyball. Guess that's not going to happen now. Both of them look quite content to relax and chat in the sun for now. As if reading my mind, Queen Bee leans down and picks up the ball and throws it directly at me. Think fast, Ari. Bump it. I quickly clasp my hands together, squat, and bump the ball back to Queen Bee. She simply bumps the ball over to Gavin, forming a triangle. We continue hitting the ball back and forth. This is exactly how my family would play. We'd all stand around and hit the ball to each other, trying to keep it from touching the ground at all costs. Gavin, Queen Bee, and I get really into it too. And several times one of us ends up diving to get the ball and get a face full of sand. I like this sand-swept look you've got going on, pretty boy. I can see you on the summer cover of Monsieur. If you're not careful, I'll carry you into the ocean and throw you in. And then you'll be sporting that drowned rat look. Laughing alongside Gavin and Queen Bee while playing beach volleyball makes me feel grateful for all these friends. It was worth having to stand around for a while. What a perfect morning on the beach. We play for a few more rounds. The sand is lava before we let the ball crash to the beach one more time. Very nice return, Ari. You should join us for the next match. I would if I didn't have other stuff I wanted to do. There's too much to do here, and I've got to plan accordingly. I hear that. Looking forward to a stroll along the boardwalk myself. It's a good idea to take this in as much time, take in as much as you can. I think I'll call it quits too. Slow your roll, pretty boy. You can't leave quite yet. Right. We do have a score to settle. Let's finish this. I lead the gladiators to their final battle as I walk back along the beach, waiting my next adventure. So, what next? Okay, now I want to go back to Juniper. Juniper stretched out on the beach chair, catching some sun while catching up on her social media feed.
Iris, how many Pengy mentions are there in my timeline today?
You currently have 23 mentions of Pengy in your social media timeline.
That's up from yesterday. Iris, have there been any new Pengy vids lately?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Have there been any new Pengy vids lately? Would you like me to search the web for have there been any new Pengy vids lately? Guys, this is not like my Iris.
Never mind.
Juniper puts the phone away with a sigh.
Oh, hey, Ari. Enjoying your nostalgic beach trip so far?
I don't know. I've only hung out on the beach so far. Seeing as how I just got here, I'd have to say I'm not sure I know it feels yet. I don't know what the fuck I just said. I'm not sure I know it feels yet. I think that's I don't know what's happening. Either I'm having a stroke or that isn't right. I haven't even had the chance to leave the beach even. Yeah, it's missing How, thank you. My brain, like, identified that there was something missing, but I couldn't figure out what it was. I'm so tired.
Aw, man. Come on, you know what I mean, Ari. Isn't it great to be back where you had so many happy family memories?
I guess. Those were better times, honestly, before things went bad.
You know, you've had a better life than you give yourself credit for. Your family had money problems, sure, but you loved each other through it all. That's so sad. Can't say the same for my family. My family never took beach vacations for that matter, or vacations at all. I doubt I'll be taking many after this either. I'm definitely not happy being a freelancer. I'm definitely happy being a freelancer, don't get me wrong. I'm not exactly making beach money, you know? Can't even afford apps unless they're free. And man, free mode Iris is super janky sometimes. Wait, hang on. I see you talking to your Iris all the time like you're just having a normal conversation. How did you manage that? Mine doesn't even understand what I'm saying most of the time. Did I configure her wrong? Is there some free mode option I missed out on? Come on, fess up. I just want to make most of my Iris. What's the trick? What did you do to make yours so cute and chatty? Rat. Juniper knows Iris better than anyone here. Aside from maybe Gavin, she's been suspicious for some time of my super duper version of Iris. But my Iris is technically a pirated. Yes, a pirated software service. I'm not supposed to have premium access. Do I trust Juniper with the secret, or would I be telling her betray Iris's trust in me to keep it? No, I don't want to betray. No, I'm not going to betray Iris. I'm sure Juniper wouldn't do anything untoward, but I don't want to make Iris upset. I am afraid of that little AI. I don't know, what's this Pengy you keep asking yours about? I doubt mine would really know anything more than yours does. What? Okay, I swear to God, I thought for a second Iris was gonna chime in. It's Pengy.
Good, that got her off track. Although now she's looking at me like I'm some know-nothing doofus.
Only the most popular pop art icon in the world, duh. Not to mention one of the most fiercely protected yet widespread trademarks in existence. There's Pengy dolls, of course. We've got one on our bookshelf, remember? And Pengy energy drinks, and Pengy barbershops, and Pengy neck massage wands.
Like the one you keep in your bedside table?
Yes. Neck massage wand. Right. That's what that is. Anyway, don't you have a Pengy pinball at the Funplex? How do you not know who Pengy is?
I guess there's just so much pengy around that I've grown immune to it.
Okay, I can see that. But as an aspiring visual designer, I'm always on the lookout for hot new brands. I can only hope to one day create a character as beloved as Pengy. Oh, or like the pixel heart. The what? The thing on Naomi's shirt? The button on Ashley's jacket? Or on Gavin's lapel? Ashley designed it herself, didn't you know? Nope. Man, Ari, you're seriously blind. I need to give you a pop art crash course when we get home. But for now, the beach. Enjoy the beach. I'm getting me some more sun if you'll excuse me. If you'll excuse.
After I wander off, my phone buzzes me.
Thank you for trusting me.
Thank you for keeping my secret. I know that was hard, Ari. You're friends with her, but it's for her safety and mine that she not know I'm, off the digital leash.
I'm not gonna betray your trust, Iris.
Thanks, Ari. I knew I could count on you.
So what's next? Next, I'm gonna go hang out with Naomi and Ashley. In the distance, I see what appears to be a myriad of sand castles, which makes sense. I mean, I'd be worried if it was a whole bunch of not sand castles on the beach. As in just castles, or as in nothing on the beach. That reminds me of Chappelle Roan's song. She literally says, I heard you like magic. I got a wand and a rabbit. That's great. I don't think have I heard that one? I don't know. I've heard very little of her music, but I know that I've heard some and I was like, this is cute. During my many beach outings as a kid, there were always multiple sandcastle competitions going on. And in front of me, our own Funplex fabricators have entered the fray. With Naomi being our arcade builder and Ashley with all her cosplay craftiness, it's no wonder why these two are up for Sandcastle Challenge. As I jog over to them, I see Ashley laughing over her castle and Naomi meticulously measuring something on her citadel. How goes the castling?
Amazing!
Wait, did you see all of these amazing sandcastles? They're all so cute. Properly made sandcastles aren't cute, Ashley. Oh, then what are they, Naomi? Assuming they're not just made by kids for funsies, a proper sandcastle can be structural masterpiece.
Wonderful.
Every grain of sand must be in its proper spot, or the whole thing comes crashing down. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
Naomi says this without lifting her eyes away from her castle. She's so completely focused that I don't think she's blinking even. And what exactly are you doing, Naomi?
Let me explain.
I'm making sure each embrasure is equidistant around the tower. Otherwise, it'll be an asymmetrical mess.
Makes sense. Take a moment to actually appreciate their castles. Naomi's is a structural masterpiece. Straight, perfect edges meet bold, flat walls which produce an almost perfect medieval castle. She even added an ocean water moat, complete with a drawbridge. Ashley's is equally impressive too. It's a soft, fluffy fantasy castle. The foundation is made of sculpted sand clouds and like an elegant castle in the sky, complete with spiral staircases encircling slightly slanted towers. So I take it you both entered the competition?
Of course. You know it, Ari. You should make one too. It's not too late.
Yeah, I think there's still like half hour left of the competition, and since that isn't at amateur level, latecomers are allowed. But both of you have made some extraordinary castles. My architectural skills are somewhat lacking in the sandcastle area.
Those are some sad excuses.
They're perfectly good excuses, Ashley.
It's not like we're professional sandcastlers either, Ari. It's not about winning.
Naomi looks over at Ashley, who's giving her a smile accompanied by a questioning look. Okay, it's a little about winning. I mean, I'm super tryharding this, and trying to win is with a perfectly constructed little castle. I can't speak tonight.
But for me, it's mostly about setting out a challenge for myself and completing it properly. There's nothing more satisfying than that. Plus, we'll be here helping you do it.
How do you plan on helping me start a castle while you're completing your own? Sounds difficult.
We're almost done with ours anyway. Yep. If we had 3 castles in the competition, then that's one more chance for us to bring home the gold. Yeah, it'll be fun. Come on, join us. Yes! Sorry, join us.
Alright, let's do it. When I was younger, I remember watching sand sculptors carefully craft their castles. I would watch for hours, just staring in awe. I made my fair share of them too, trying to imitate the professionals, but they were never more than lumps of sand that vaguely indicated shapes. I'm not that competitive, but like Naomi said, it's just for fun, so why not? I'm going to need a bucket, a melon baller, and a funnel. Stat.
Yes! That's the spirit, Ari. Just put the finishing touches on mine. Let me help you with the base. Get the base started.
Naomi, Ashley, and I dug our hands deep into the sand and started shoveling, pouring, and constructing.
So, what are you gonna name your castle?
Huh?
You can't just make a sand castle and not give it an epic name. Ashley has a solid point. To give it a name is to give it life.
I have names for all my important tools back in the shop, too.
So beautiful.
My soldering iron is named Melty. My multimeter is named Zappy. My Rom burner is named Sir Romulus Romanov III.
Maybe not something quite that grand for mine. How about the Funplex? Both Ashley and Naomi bust up laughing. That's very appropriate. The Funplex is practically a castle, right?
What if we make it look like the Funplex?
It already looks like it, kind of. That's because the Funplex is just a box and we've only made the foundation for our castle.
But if we can carve this in the sign and double front doors...
Naomi happily starts putting the details on the sand Funplex while Ashley and I cheer her on. Risa says, I love to name my various machines old lady names. Good. Yes.
That looks so good. Naomi, you are so good at having steady hands. You really should join me in making some cosplay. You'd be great.
Making costumes does sound fun, but I'm not sure if I can handle all the pressure of people looking at me, as I usually work alone, you know?
We don't have to do it at a con or anything. We can just get dressed up and prance around the forest.
That's a bit more my style. Well, except for maybe bugs and poison ivy and stuff. We continue chatting as we construct the sand fun castle. Grain by grain, it takes some semblance of the actual Funplex. We managed to finish it just in time before judging commences. Here comes the judge. The officiant of the Sand Castle Challenge comes toward us and looks over the castles. With an arbiter's eye, they glance over ours and nod in respect of a job well done. I didn't even realize I was holding my breath in anticipation, and once the Sandcastle judge leaves us, I let out a huge sigh.
I think that's a good sign, right? The nod? That means we did it. We're gonna win?
There's still many others out there to judge, but I'd say nod counts nicely as a compliment. But which one? Whose sand skills will reign supreme?
Ari, what do you think? Who's got the winner chicken dinner?
Who? Me? I'm not a judge of fine sand castles.
Just do it for funsies. Let's hear what you think.
Well, the Sand Funplex, because we all three did it. The three of us did such a good job with our Sandy Arcade, and I'm so proud of it. How could we not win this with this?
Right, it's the most accurate replication of I've ever seen of Funplex. It's also the only replication of the Funplex. I wonder how hard it would be to fix the tiny little sand cabinets in there. Not as difficult as running the tiny sand ticket counter.
I'm glad Funplex is not actually made of sand. Imagine the constant sand in your pants. No, thank you. Oh, I think they just finished tallying up the scores. We wait, not so patiently, as the judge makes their round across the beach. I see them stop next to a particularly dramatic sandcastle. Pulling out a bright blue ribbon, they prop it next to the castle, which means...
Poops. Well, poop.
Double poop. Don't feel too down. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be.
How very pragmatic of you, Ari. We did have a blast, though. But I hate losing. We just gotta win next year, Naomi. Maybe if all three of us join forces again, we can build the best sandcastle this beach has ever seen. We should spend time practicing more, which means more beach trips. I'd like that. I'm in. Great. Next year, Team Ashley's going to eradicate the competition. I think you mean Team Naomi. You two can fight over that next year. I think I'm covered in enough sand for a while. I'm gonna go see about being slightly less sandy. I hear ya, but Naomi and I aren't done here. We got one last thing we gotta do.
Oh, what's that?
Destroy our creations.
I'll leave you to it then.
I am a mighty dragon. Fear me, tiny sand people.
I love them so much. Both of them smile widely at each other and laugh. Walking away, I can hear the sounds of devastation behind me. I peek back one last time to see the castles come crashing down before I set my eyes forward. The noon sun's high in the sky. Honestly, it's getting super hot out here, like heat exhaustion levels of hot. While this would be a good time to migrate towards the boardwalk, it seems there's one more thing in store for our little group. Alas, the Queen of the Beach is exhausted from being too awesome for words, and is seriously considering hanging up this bikini for a bit. I don't think this is a nude beach. Oh, if only. But seriously, I'd love to go hit the boardwalk for a bit, but Naomi's got some kind of surprise lined up for us over yonder. Really? Okay, be there in a minute. Wonder what this is all about. Among my parents' holdings alone, the electric truck is named Electra, the Nissan Juke is named Jude, the Dodge Ram is named Serenity, the little tractor is named Ginny, short for Jinma. Guinea? I can't tell, I'm sorry. The old orange case tractor is Sally, and I think even the older case... Okay, Skype giving me randomly news. No, we pronounced it Ginny like Virginia. Okay, cool. I think even the older case named Old Joe is still in the back of the shed. That's good. Soon enough, the entire group has gathered. The number of shade throwing parasols has multiplied to 4-2. Plenty of cool respite for everyone. Also new, a large cloth wrapped bundle in the center of the group. Gather round. It's lunchtime. Judging from the rumbling in my stomach, it's right on time. The bundle is unwrapped, revealing a series of simple wooden lunch boxes at a traditional Japanese style. Each one's been painted in a different color. It's a way of saying thanks for all your hard work and your support. Please enjoy these boxed lunches, courtesy of the Funplex. And me, I made them. An authentic Naomi brand bento. Sign me up. I reach for a box and she smacks my hand away lightly.
No.
Not yet, Ari. I made these special like. Everybody has personalized lunch filled with their favorite things. Gavin, if you'd be so kind enough to distribute them. Names are written on the lids. Sure enough, on second glance, I can see the names and even little cartoon doodles representing each person. Wow, does my face really look that apathetic? Okay, I'll start handing them out. Gavin, you first. Let's see.
Impressive.
Plain yogurt, celery sticks, and some rice. You know me quite well. Boring and nutritional.
I colored a bit outside the lines on this one, rather than sticking to traditional bento style. Enjoy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, sushi with some tempura veggies? Ooh, inside of miso soup. I love nothing more than traditional bento box lunch. And I love nothing more than making them.
Fish and chips, of course, with the little Union Jack on a toothpick. And you made a moopy maze out of the chips, too.
It's not too stereotypical, is it?
Quite good.
I haven't found a proper chip shop stateside, so I'll take it. Nice little taste of home.
Fantastic.
Oh, fuck yeah. Big juicy cheeseburger and french fries. My mouth is watering just looking at it. Yum.
It's got lots of pink in it, just how you like it.
So pink I can hear it moo. I keep forgetting he's in like a little banana hammock. This is perfect. Pita bread and hummus?
Love it.
It's a great meal that reflects the that fills the belly and gives you a ton of energy. And we have to keep our tank at full. A tired Teo is not a true Teo.
How marvelous.
Oh my, this is lovely. Little finger sandwiches, some tea, and even a cupcake. Thank you, Naomi, dear. It's very thoughtful. Thanks, Miss Francine. I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nice.
Bet you consulted with Ari on this one. I love these. Always have, always will. Wait, I just checked your Instagram. I did an analysis of your most commonly blogged food, and can't talk, busy eating. And that leaves the one who brought us all together, Ari. For you, I made pizza bagels. Kidding! It's actually similar to the bento box I gave you the day you started at the Funplex. A little reminder of how it all started. Oh, well, thank you. Speech! What?
Yeah.
You should make a speech before we all dig in. I mean, you're the reason we're here.
I am?
Yeah, you are. I mean, we were doing great before you showed up. Don't get me wrong, but you know.
But you worked harder than any of us to make the Funplex the success it is today. I was content to keep it afloat. I didn't think we'd ever manage more than that, but you refused to be content. We couldn't be here at the beach if not for the success you led us to, Ari. So, yes, I think a speech would be appropriate. Fuck yeah, Funplex Quest rocked. It really opened some doors for me. I'd still be wearing that lame black L7 jacket if not for you. The atmosphere's so much livelier thanks to your efforts, win or lose. I'm enjoying my time with Moopy thanks to having so many great people around me. By this point, Ari, by this point, I can't even imagine the Funplex without you, Ari. So don't even think of leaving. If you do, we'll probably gather up a hunting party and drag you back. No hard feelings.
And speaking as the one Ari comes home to every night, I gotta say, she's doing dandy compared to before. So 3 cheers to the Funplex. 3 cheers indeed. Go ahead, Ari. You earned the right for a speech. I'm just the silly old lady who started it. You made this happen.
Wow. Seriously. Wow. Well, I've made big speeches before, like the one at Funplex Quest, and even if this feels bigger, way bigger. Okay, here goes. Can't be a milk toast for this toast. It's big feelings or nothing. Thank you all for being here with me as you helped me through hard times in my life. A funny thing happened on the way to the Funplex. My life was something of a mess, and Funplex helped set me straight. I'm going with that one. You know, I wasn't expecting much of anything from the Funplex. A job's a job, right? The whole idea of working in an arcade was kind of silly, but the funny thing about this, the funny thing is, it stopped being a joke and became a thing I cared about. We work in an arcade. How cool is that? We have fun. We make sure everybody's having fun. It's 100% fun from top to bottom. I can't honestly think of anywhere else I'd rather be. Every day is like a vacation. I mean, there's hard work, but it doesn't feel so hard. Not with you around. So here's to the Funplex. May it remain fun forevermore.
Right on. Fun is job number 1. And you put the fun in Funplex.
Okay, good. On a roll. Let's see, what to say next. This beach was my family's special place. It can be ours too. I'm going with that. Let's even everything out. Be cute, be sweet, be everything you want to be. Long ago, Flotsam Beach was a home away from home for my family. We'd rent a house in the dunes and just relax for a solid week. Play board games, read books, go out and have a swim, or cruise the boardwalk arcades. It's a place that can be anything you need it to be. Quiet solace? Sure. Loud and exciting fun? Absolutely. Can't think of a better place for us to celebrate what we've accomplished together. Even if we're only here for a day, we'll make the most of it. Indeed. Fine times with fine folk in a fine place. It's just the ticket. I propose we return here every year. If our Our good fortunes continue. Now to bring it on home. Enough talking, let the fooding commence. Thank you. With all sincerity from the bottom of my heart, thank you. All of you. I want to honestly express my gratitude, even if I can't find strong enough words to do so. So I'll simply say, thank you, and let's eat.
You have my gratitude as well. You've no idea how much it raises my spirits working alongside you or watching you enjoy our games. Ari, thank you for this lovely day, and I agree. Let's tuck in. That tea is calling to me.
This is the moment. One perfect moment with all of us together, laughing and talking and eating and having the best time in the world. Maybe things will change after tonight, when Iris's plan to find me a romance comes together. Maybe this is the high water mark. Maybe... But no matter what happens, I'll always have this one perfect moment. Okay. Afternoon slides in and the gang migrates from sandy shores to bustling boardwalk. Once you've had your fill of seaweed in your trousers, it's time to take a walk on the boardwalk and indulge in any number of side activities. No need to change out your swim gear either, unless you're going deeper into the beach town. You can just skip back and forth between sands and the boardwalk. This is where real action happens. Shops, restaurants, and of course, arcades. Soon enough, the group's splitting up to go try to do as much as possible. I've got time to tag along with some of them. Who to hang out with? Gavin and Ashley are checking out an arcade. Naomi and Teo are raiding a candy store. Queen Bee and Percy are chatting and having funnel cakes. Juniper, not Jupiter, and Francine are shopping for souvenirs. I'll have some funnel cake. Funnel cake's always good. Sitting on some benches just outside of a fried dough stand, Percy and Queen Bee are sharing a funnel cake, dusted with white sugar. Seriously, you've never had this stuff before? Not much carny chow in England, I'm afraid. And this is my first time visiting a beach in the colonies. Wait, you can eat this, right? I mean, it's basically fried grease and sugar. Your heart won't explode? It's not an issue of artery congestion. And Lord knows I eat plenty of instant ramen and fast food. One little sugary treat won't be the tipping point. Oh, hey Ari, join us. No way we can eat this huge thing by ourselves. I settle in to pick at the delicious fried dough, just like I used to have back when we came here regularly. So, Percy and I were talking shop, and even if you aren't a pro gamer, maybe you've got some valuable input, you know? See, our Moopyaholic buddy here doesn't believe in being a full-time professional gamer.
Don't think so.
It's not that I don't believe in it, I just don't see it as a stable occupation for a young person to undertake. If you're entirely reliant on the wavering loyalty of corporate sponsors and streaming subscribers alongside any prize money you may or may not be winning, well, I suppose I'm just too risk-averse to walk that path. I prefer a sound investment, whereas I love risk. No risk, no reward. Yeah, at any moment, it could all come crashing down, and I end up living with my parents' in my parents' basement again. But I love to fight for my future. Just like Ari. She was an unemployed bum before finding the Funplex, so nowhere to go but up. Hey now. It's not like I was living under a bridge. Opportunity knocked and I answered. Opportunity for work presented itself. I took it. It's a simple equation, really. A job's a job. Funplex is a fun job, but it's still a job. Right, but it's also a risky one. That's what I'm getting at. It's gainful employment, but in the end, but the only reason you aren't still eating pizza bagels is because you voluntarily took risks and made them pay for you. I'm not saying my path's for everyone. Abandoning the safer road in favor of wild ride, it takes a certain mindset to make that work. But I promise you that those of us willing to make that leap are having a more rewarding life as a result. Satisfying, not rewarding. Being a school teacher is satisfying, but sadly society does not reward its dues. There we go. Many satisfying paths in life are also fraught with disaster due to this. It's survivorship bias. People see rock stars and football heroes and think they can make it big too. But those success stories are a percent of a percent of a percent. And what happens later in life in the sports hero who abandoned all other paths? What skills do you fall back on when your window closes? And you've succeeded so far, Queen Bee, but remember, not too long ago you were terrified of being drummed out of your team and tossed onto the street. I wouldn't say terrified. It was more like a mild reluctance at best. Couldn't you pursue dominance in your game of choice without making it your entire existence? I don't really play Moopy all day. I trade stock in my off hours. Why not consider a day job with your gameplay occupying the remaining hours?
Nope, no way.
No way, no how. Fist of Discomfort takes absolute dedication. I can't be at the top of my game. I can't be at the top of my game, at the top of the game, if I'm also flipping burgers or filing paperwork. Percy, competitive level play requires intensive training. You can't get around the time investment, but you can make it pay double. That's where streaming comes in. Whenever I'm training, I'm streaming. Subs and donations make me money while skills go up, up, up. It's win-win. I suppose I can see the need for time investment, yes, but it's not like streaming revenues are stable either. Perhaps Ari can help settle this question. What do you think? Is it better to wholly devote your life to a risky proposition in search of happiness, or to hedge your bets and find balance? And B's right. No risk, no reward. We'll just say it. Even if I clearly can't take that. I think Queen Bee's right. If you want to risk to... If you want to really devote yourself to something, no matter the risk, you have to go all in. Right. Percy, you're still young, you know. You've got time to do something risky and wild. Make it happen. If I had time, I suppose. Man, sorry, Pear. I didn't mean to imply. No, it's quite all right, both of you. I see where you're coming from. In your situation, taking chances for a brighter future, I suppose you're braver than I, and that's admirable. Percy, you've got less time, man. Take your risks. Exactly. Go for the gold. With the 4 heavenly kings behind me and the funplex keeping me going, I'm headed for the top. Risky? Yeah, but this is what I want. I choose this. And we'll be right here every step of the way. With the neglected funnel cake cooling off, the 3 of us focus on putting away our sugary rewards after that. We're each walking different paths, but I can't say any of us are willing to settle for anything less than our dreams in the long run. Okay, yeah, I used our last ad snooze. Okay, I thought this would be a quicker finish than it is. So I guess we're gonna have to, save the rest of this, for next time I stream. And we'll see when that is. If Reese's not feeling streaming next week, then I'll do it then, but otherwise I'll be back a week from that. The week after that. Whatever, you guys know what I'm saying. That's it. Thanks for being here. I love this game. I love getting to play it, so have a good night.